My name is Julieta María from e-fagia. I came here to Canada in 2000 and from Colombia. And while I was here, I learned about the indigenous NASA people from Colombia and their projects, and not in Colombia, which is crazy, but being here, and that speaks a lot about communication and difficulties in communication in my country. So you can play. I'm gonna read an excerpt, 3-minute excerpt from Alessandro Ludovico because I really like it. The Western high-tech elite, being too busy with defining and redefining what the digital divide is and endlessly trying to compensate it, is definitely missing one of the best lessons it could learn. It is a fact that developing countries are low-tech, so they are always struggling to improve their minimal infrastructure by creating and exchanging ideas, rather than by assembling and delivering pricey chunks of electronics. In bare life territories, there is a need to develop technological innovations while being aware of technical limitations. The focus here is on their creative exploitation or on slight but effective improvements that enable radical changes. Whereas in the so-called industrial countries, we feel more and more connected to the invisible communication networks, people not living in the G8 countries are in a completely different situation. They have to hack communication systems to get what they need. Colombia, 2004. The NASA ethnic group called for a 3-day protest march against conservative government policies, which were increasingly oriented according to neoliberal positions. But when the community radio station of the NASA was seized by the government, the huge crowd of marchers benefited from a special hybrid, combining a medium and a means of transport, the Radiocicleta, or radio bike. It consisted of a tandem bicycle for 2 people, fitted with a microphone connected to a low-power FM transmitter and an antenna. The radio transmission was then picked up and rebroadcast from many other community radio stations all over the country, and even streamed on the internet by one of them. The collaborative support here highlighted the symbolic value of media resistance to the forces of repression, using tools that were even completely legal. Sharing low-powered but meaningful signals in a collective effort returns the focus to the community itself instead of to the medium. In fact, what media can do for communities is to strengthen their social and cultural ties, thus improving their unity and self-awareness. This radio bike is an example of how they live up to their ideals: sustainable, cheap to maintain, environmentally sound, human instead of fuel-powered, can reach many different places and brings people together working as members of a team. The level of innovation in most of these reconsidered technologies is aimed at changing people's living conditions and opportunities, not at mass production schemes or market penetration. It relies on simple and basic mechanisms without getting stuck in technicalities, and always involves essential real-life support. How much would such an approach benefit all current Western digital culture as well? Thanks.